So, we in the building, dog. What's up? 214 got game, man. A lot to talk about, man.
Oh, you lit?
And you lit? Hey, man, how can I not be?
Oh, okay.
Okay, see, tied it up.
Yeah. Oh.
2-2.
Oh, yeah. But what happened before that?
A lot to talk about, man.
Okay.
Let's do the recap, man.
Yeah, let's do it.
Game 3 was a big game, man.
What'd I tell you?
So much momentum.
What'd I tell you?
What'd you tell me?
I told you, Indy, they're going to fight. They're going to fight. It wasn't going to be easy.
You said they'd fight a little bit.
They're going to fight.
You didn't believe they'd go up 2-1.
Man, they're my underdogs. They're my underdogs. So I'm going with them. Yeah, and they're showing they can play with them boys.
No, they're showing.
Carlisle showing.
They're showing that people took them for granted, right? Because people are talking about OKC in 5.
Yeah.
Right?
That's you.
No, I said 6. And
you
still look
said
good.
6.
Still look
Same
good.
thing, man. 5, 6. That means easy.
Still look good.
It still look good right now.
But
still look good.
yes, a lot of people were discrediting Indy.
Right.
You gotta give him a lot of credit.
Right.
And shout out to that boy.
Put some respect on that boy.
And shout out to Coach Carlisle.
Yes, sir.
And you know we ride with him here in Dallas, baby. Let's go, Coach Carlisle.
To be fair, I told you this. I don't think he was a good coach.
Yeah.
But he's showing.
No, he's showing.
He's showing.
Hey.
He's definitely okay. It wasn't a one-hit wonder.
Look, after this playoffs, because we'll see, it's still a lot of things that happen.
Right.
But we're going to have a discussion. Because if you think about it, even now, just making it to the finals with another team, after what he did with Detroit, got him close.
Right.
Won the championship with Dallas, with just Dirk.
And it was tough. It was tough. First, second, third, right. Finals.
Doesn't have a superstar in Indy.
Right.
He got a good star, a really good star.
But he got
players. But he doesn't have a superstar.
He don't need it. No. You can tell.
And that's the point.
He don't need it.
And so you got to get, arguably, he probably top 5, top 3 over his era.
Yeah.
But we'll get into that.
You got to definitely give him props because that's the reason why they went up 2-1.
For sure. So
that's the reason why.
So let's see what happens, and then we'll talk about that afterwards. But yeah, so let's do the recap, man.
Let's do
Game
it.
3. What you think, man?
Game 3. There's a lot. McConnell
changed the game.
Second quarter energy was crazy.
Changed the game, man.
Crazy. He definitely likes pumping up the crowd.
He definitely does. I mean, you got to give that boy credit, man. That's a fast white boy. Fast.
He's really fast.
That boy got the speed.
The biggest thing I took out of that game is bench points.
Of course.
It was
crazy. But let's talk about why it was so impactful. Because Dagnall, he got outcoached. He outcoached himself.
Right.
What are you doing?
I don't think he outcoached himself. I think he's to your point when we talked about.
So why did he make the adjustment?
He panicked. I think he panicked.
But for what?
I think he panicked.
It was 1-1 going into game 3.
I think because he saw something.
And then he's gonna change his lineup and go small.
Hey man, look. I think he saw something and said, you know what? Let me change something up. Let's see if we can get this over with faster. And it didn't work.
And you see how bad it didn't work.
It didn't work.
Because they dominated quarter 1, quarter 3.
Right.
But Indy dominated thanks to McConnell. Game 2. Quarter 2, quarter 4. Right? McConnell with them steals. McConnell's the first player with 5 steals, 5 assists off the bench in the finals. Man, he had big impact. Right? Him, Matherin, 27 big ones. Mm-hmm. I mean, like you said, Indy's bench came to play, man.
They did.
They showed up, and that's why I couldn't understand. Why did Dagnall do that? He panicked, changed the lineup, and then at the same time, he did not allow his players to play. I think Wiggins, after having such a big game too, I think he only played 9 minutes.
Yeah, he didn't.
9 minutes.
He took his. The reason why they won the second game.
Right.
he didn't play him a lot.
He didn't play him.
So again, I don't know. Again, it's a mind game. I guess he's trying to play outsmart Kyle, but it's kind of hard.
And Isaiah Joe winning the game for 4 minutes. 2 threes.
2 threes. Yeah. By the way,
and then play no more.
Yeah. Right.
That's what I'm saying.
Man, come on. He gets right in the game.
I'm telling you, I know Rick Carlisle's a great coach, but Dagnall let Carlisle get in his head.
Right.
And he over-adjusted.
Right.
He reacted too quickly.
Right.
Too quickly.
I agree. But Halliburton had a game.
He had a game.
He had a game.
Almost triple-double.
Almost a triple-double.
Yeah.
He had a game.
Let's be real, man. I mean, Matherin saved the day, man. Matherin saved the day.
X Factor for sure.
He saved the day.
He X Factor for sure.
He did. He had a big game, big assist.
Right.
And when he
rebounds everything.
And when he scores 20 and 10, they're almost unbeatable. Right. So you got to give him credit. I didn't think he was the most impactful player of that game, though. That's why I say Mathurin, you got to give him credit.
You don't think,
I mean, he did some good things.
Halliburton, the fourth quarter?
He did some good things.
Man,
he did some good things. But Mathurin made the big shots, man. Mathurin made the big shots.
Right. Mathurin was definitely the X factor of the reason why they won that game.
Correct.
We expect what Halliburton's going to do majority of the time.
But the big thing we got to talk about is, again, to the point about Dagnall. How do you not make an adjustment? Because Indy was able to be very physical game 3. Very physical.
Right.
They wore out SGA.
Right.
Wore him out.
Right.
He only scored 24.
Oh, my bad. I'm just copying SGA. My bad. My bad.
Hey, man.
My bad.
That's the game, man.
My bad. No, that ain't the game. That ain't basketball. That ain't basketball.
Look, I agree with you.
That ain't basketball.
I agree with you. There, nobody wants to see that all the time.
That's your MVP?
That's the MVP. I agree that nobody wants to see that all the time, right? But at the same time, I mean, he's following the trends, man. Harden was doing it for a long time. He saw that.
But they cut that out. They cut that out.
Yeah, but it
so
took.
You take James Harden game away,
but it took
and
a
you
while.
let SGA do it.
But it took a while.
Nah, man.
So
the dude travels after the push off every time. Like, come on, man.
I mean, not every time, but sometimes.
Most of the time.
We'll talk about the big one in a minute, man.
Yeah, man. There's a couple big ones.
Back to game 3. He ran out of gas in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, right.
Only 24 points.
They were shooting at him. They were shooting at him.
Shooting on him on the pick and roll.
Right.
Make sure they stay flat.
Yep.
Stay together.
They were definitely shooting at him.
Not letting them break it through. Not letting them go through there.
Right.
He had to work very hard. And I just didn't understand, why did Dak not adjust? They literally made SGA bring up the ball almost the whole game. 85-90% of the game, he was the one having to take the full press, and he got worn out.
And that, what's crazy is that I know that's how they're used to winning in the whole season, and that's why they got where they got number 1 seed and all that.
Of course.
But if you look at what the Knicks did with Brunson, they wore him out, man. The same thing.
Correct.
Can't do that with SGA.
Correct.
So you're right on that point.
Correct.
They need to give him a break sometime.
Yeah. So
because as far as Nimhard and then the other player that comes in,
Neesmith,
Smith, and they all come here and pressure him like that.
Right.
Yo, that takes a toll, man.
Of course.
That takes a toll.
Of course.
Takes a toll.
And they're
ready.
And they're used to running.
Indy's ready for that.
Oh, yeah, they're used to running. So,
Right.
so you got to shout out that was the big adjustment they did in game 3. And that's what Carlisle did. He adjusted how they play the pick and roll, and he adjusted how they pressure him.
Right.
And they made SGA struggle. Shout out to Jalen, still gave him 26, big 26, helped them stay in the game. But yes, they gave up the fourth quarter. They got dominated in the fourth quarter. I mean, up to game 3, after that fourth quarter, Indy was plus 27 in the fourth quarter, right?
Right.
Plus 27 after 3 games, right? Because they had really taken over every game in the fourth quarter, outscored, right? And they got a 2-1 lead because of it. I mean, it was a lot of momentum going towards Indy, man. They were going to game 4, right? I mean, I just don't understand why Dagnall did that. But the good thing is, game 4, man.
In game 3, just kind of to recap a little bit on that. So, again, SGA needed help. Bench points, they didn't get him nowhere. They didn't help him at all.
Correct. But remember, Dagnall didn't play him. So I put him on the coach.
Right. But then when SGA had the ball, 35% shooting off SGA passes.
Right.
So that I mean it's okay. 35% is okay.
I mean the reality is Caruso had a bad game. He threw one of those.
He's been good. He's been good.
But that game 3, he was one of the ones that gave it to McConnell in the fourth quarter. Let McConnell get the steal.
Right.
Lay it right back up when it was still pivotal.
Right.
At the end, when Toppin got the rebound, offensive rebound dunk.
Right.
He goes by Caruso and Chet to get to the dunk.
Right.
Caruso, and even Caruso, I can see him. He sees the dunk. He just hard drops because he knows. They were just surprised with the energy.
Right.
They were surprised with the energy.
Right.
And you know what it reminded me of? He reminded me of how every time we do this.
Those are some BS.
Every time we do this,
BS, man.
I gotta show you. I gotta bring energy, man. I gotta show you, man.
I already told you. You always go with the safe bets, man.
Yeah. No, I
go
don't
with the safe bets,
man.
I'm always picking the underdog.
No.
So I got the energy for you,
Yeah.
and I told you
Right.
it was Indy. They were gonna do something. Now going up 2-1, it was gonna be tough. I thought they were gonna be down majority of the time. But hey, they're up 2-1, and can I tell you something?
They're up 2-1. They were up 2-1.
They were up 33
With a lot of momentum.
33-8 record after winning game 3. Series is tied at 1-1.
33-8.
33-8.
Yeah.
33-8.
Yeah. But I think game 4. I think most people would agree.
Remember, you said game
4,
3 was real pivotal.
It was for Indy.
So no. You said period.
Period. No, but I was saying for Indy
to know a lot was going to happen.
Because I said that Indy needed to go 3-1.
Because then I'm going to tell you what happened in game 4.
Yes, we're going to get to game 4.
But you talking about energy. I got your energy right here.
What the point I'm trying to tell you is, don't forget the real energy. Fire Nico, because I've been saying, and it's about to come true. Since Luka got traded, since Luka got traded, man, I told you OKC gonna win the championship.
Oh my God! And if they don't win, and they don't win, what?
They're gonna win. They're gonna win.
Oh yeah,
they're gonna win. Write that thing down. They're gonna win. And yes, after game 3, a little nervous.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie.
I bet you were nervous.
A little nervous.
Yeah.
But guess what?
I bet you were scratching your head.
But guess what?
You got ball spots now.
Yeah, right,
you
man.
got ball spots.
Pretty right here.
Yeah, hell, put it back on, though. No, put it back on. Hell,
pretty, man.
Please,
Crazy,
man. You're gonna embarrass everybody.
Yeah, all right. Anyways, the point is, after game 4. Now I got my confidence back, man. And I've never.
I can tell.
I never stopped believing.
Because after game 3, I couldn't hear you.
Oh no, you heard me. You heard me, but I was a little nervous.
It must have been on mute.
Yeah,
I must have been on mute.
I was a little nervous.
Right.
But I never gave stop believing.
Yeah.
I had OKC.
Yeah, you had no choice.
Had them in the parlay and everything.
Oh,
Picked
man.
Come on.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah.
But anything else you want to say about game 3?
Siakam sat majority of the fourth quarter.
In game 3.
In game 3.
In game 3.
He sat majority of the fourth quarter. I think just because of the flow of the game, I think Carlisle's he's good at knowing, of course, he's a vet.
Right.
He's been coaching forever.
Of course.
And he knew flow of the game, all that. He knows who to have in there. I feel like a lot of the mistakes are happening is because of the players. Okay?
Of course.
So that's both ways. OKC.
Right.
They're just not,
The youth from OKC.
Showed in game 3.
Showed in game 3.
Showed in game 3 for sure.
For sure.
Oh, yeah, they're not ready.
Yeah.
What about me and you?
They're not ready. Yeah, all right.
Ready.
Yeah, all right.
He's not ready.
Everybody gonna see that I gotta carry you every day in this thing, man.
Yeah, hell no.
But yes, they did show
can't carry me.
They did show the youth.
That's for sure.
Not no more. Now you're right about that. Not no more. But they did show the youth. Game 3 showed the youth. Indy stepped up, put a lot of pressure, and they looked like they were gonna start being able to dictate the terms.
Right.
With their pace, with their energy. That's what got me nervous. After game 3, it was the first time. Cause remember, they got lucky to get game 1.
Who got lucky? Oh yeah.
They got lucky to get game 1.
Yeah, right.
Game 2. Indy, OKC handled business. But game 3, it looked like their pace started to wear on OKC.
Right.
And so for the first time, I was a little nervous. Is it really going to turn the tide? But let me give you a little flashback.
Go ahead.
Let's recall what OKC just did to Denver. Okay. They lost to Denver game 1.
Well, we know it's the refs. But keep going.
They lost to Denver game 1.
Yeah.
Similar fashion, they gave up the fourth quarter. They won game 2. They lost game 3. They were down 2-1.
So you think it's gonna be the same thing?
No, I don't know about the same thing. 'Cause I don't know if it's gonna go 7.
A lot of people saying 7 now.
It might go 7.
Because Indy's showing that
it might go 7. But to the point of the same thing, OKC came up big in game 4 against Denver. This is in Denver. Championship mentality.
Right.
With Jokic.
Right.
That defense just locked down.
Right.
This what gave me confidence about OKC's gonna be able to do the same thing. And so now let's get into game 4, right? And that was the one concerning thing watching the game. Because for the first 3 quarters, where was OKC defense? That's supposed to be their bread and butter. And for the first 3 quarters, Indy was still dictating terms. Still Still doing a lot of pace. They still had a lot of points on the board. They was bringing the pressure. Remember, they had the lead. They went into the fourth quarter with a 7-point lead, right? Indy had the game.
Right.
And like we just said, Indy plus 27 in the fourth quarter up to that point.
Right.
Right? And so now, let's see. So let's talk about what takeaways do you have about game 4?
Game 4, I think first, second, third quarter, they were neck and neck.
Neck and neck.
Neck and neck. I just think, I know we talked about this, but I think it's critical putbacks by Chet. Miles Turner, like Nembhard had a steal. He ripped, old boy, I think it was Chet. He ripped him. Then he got the ball back. Chet somehow got the ball back, and like Miles Turner's lost. I still feel like they get lost in their rotation a little bit. More Miles Turner, more of their bigs.
I mean,
it's like he got to wake up for me.
I mean, it's a tough matchup for Miles because
I think he got to wake up for me
because Chet is not your normal big man because he can handle the ball.
Right.
But you have to remember, game 3, Miles came up big stops in the fourth quarter against Chet. Miles came up big in the fourth quarter against Chet.
Right. But you gotta be consistent.
He blocked him on the three.
Right, you gotta be consistent.
Blocked him at the rim. So yes,
you gotta be consistent. You can't be game 3 showing up and then all of a sudden you over 6 and 3-pointers in game 4 and then you're messing up on rotation and putbacks.
Right.
That was the biggest thing for me. I think that changed the game.
But this is what you have to remember. What you're missing is that Dagnall, he snapped out of it and he went back to his big lineup. And these times you're talking about,
that's true.
They were big. They were big. These times you're talking about that Chet got lost, they were big. They had Chet and Hartenstein in the game, right? And that's when Chet was just working hard, getting them off of the rebounds, putting them big shots.
Yeah, because he has to do something else other than whatever he's doing because he is not working.
Right.
So
defensively, he's making a difference.
Defensively, because he's tall.
He's tall.
But I tell you one
and he
thing.
Can move his feet.
One thing I did notice, I think the reason why OKC won is they definitely got the matchup they wanted with SGA and Nesmith to get the shots off.
That was key right there. That was the other. That was the key. That was the other adjustment.
Possessions.
So talk about the adjustments, and that's all I want to see what Carlisle's going to do to combat that. Right? But talk about the adjustment like we just said in game 3. They were showing on the pick. Right? Turner was flat, long, making them work. What did they do? They switched who they used to pick and roll with. And then, especially in the fourth quarter, after Jalen was cooking Nesmith, Jalen had Nesmith kind of shaking a couple times, rocking that ball. Now, they're doing the pick and roll, switching Nesmith onto SGA, and now it's barbecue chicken.
But I think I think Carlisle. Well, we'll talk about that with game 5, but I'll tell you that in a bit. Yeah. But that's what I noticed. The big thing is when they switched off. And the easy switch offs. They didn't even try to do Nesmith. Okay, it's just me. And then here we go with the BS. Flopping. Throwing the elbow, get the shot off, travel too. Scott Foster, what are you doing, Scott Foster?
I mean, at the end of the day,
I know you're the extender, bro, but damn.
I mean, at the end of the day, we know. We both agree. The refs, they put their hand in the cookie jar this game way too much. They made too big of an impact.
Way too much.
Many free throws, too many calls, right? And yes, to speak on it, like we mentioned already, right? Hopefully, the NBA does react to it quickly, and they got
because that's not basketball.
That's not.
At the end of the day, if anybody likes to watch that, because I know he likes to. He be glazing SGA.
That's not.
If that's basketball to y'all, I'm sorry, man. Basketball different for me.
And just to be clear, I'm not an SGA fan like that.
Big glazer.
But I knew OKC was going to win, so we riding. We riding.
But let's talk. Does SGA really need to do that?
I mean,
he doesn't, bro.
I mean,
he's too good for that.
Yeah, I agree that
he's way too good.
I agree that he doesn't have to do it.
He doesn't have,
but it is a competitive advantage because they let him get away with it.
But okay,
they let him get away with it,
which is very understandable.
We do need
why do you let him get away with it? It's the freaking final.
Well, we do need it. And
before that, before he did it on Nesmith, he did it to Nembhard in the middle of the paint.
Correct.
Like, come on, man. I'm like, this is not offensive. But he's literally wailing. Remember the little floater?
Yeah.
The little floater. And then he did win another one before that.
Right.
Like, come on, man.
No, he got he's getting away with a lot of
That's why you got low ratings right there.
No, that's not why.
That's why you got low ratings.
That's not why.
Part of that is low.
It's the low.
It's Indiana and OKC. That's why.
And it does suck because it is good basketball. It is really good high quality basketball.
That's probably the best basketball we've seen
in the finals.
In a very long time.
Correct.
Because it's actually team playing basketball except for the
defense, moving the ball.
Right.
A lot of good basketball.
Right.
A lot of good basketball.
Exactly. I'll agree there.
And so, because of that, it is unfortunate. Because yes, aesthetically for the TV, to see all those free throws, to see those flopping, those
boring, man.
Flailing,
boring.
That's not good. That's not good.
And then the travel.
That's not good for the
basketball.
I
wish I could travel.
I mean, man, come on. A lot of people.
I could have traveled. I don't care if it's pickup. Let me travel. I'm gonna get a bucket every time.
A lot of people out there know, man. You like LeBron, man. Take it 4 steps, man.
Nah, I ain't taking 4 steps.
4 steps, man.
Hell no.
But like I said, but like I said,
that could be walking.
We'll see.
He walk OKC back to Indiana all the time. Hell no. And that's who he glazes. He glazes him, man.
Nah, ain't nobody glazing SGA.
That's our MVP, man.
Ain't nobody glazing SGA. Ain't nobody glazing. But yes, he was an MVP.
Right.
And yes, I'm just riding with him so he can win because I want to be right, man. Let me be right, man.
Yeah, you ain't gonna be right.
I know we riding, baby.
Hell no. Yeah, he right. He's a front runner. Hey, you know that's what they said. You know that's what they said about OKC.
What?
You know that's what they said about OKC.
What they say?
That they thinking they're just front runners.
As far as how?
Because
they proved in game 4.
What they proved game 4 that the refs can help them.
Nah, in the
SGA wasn't doing much before the fourth quarter.
You can say all that,
and that helped them. The momentum helped them in that with the push-offs, bro.
But that has nothing to do with the fact that Indy couldn't score.
Right.
Indy couldn't score.
I agree with you there.
That's really what won them the game.
Right.
The defense, like we were just talking about.
No.
For 3 quarters.
I'm glad you brought that up.
For 3 quarters.
They fouled, bro.
For 3 quarters.
They fouled, bro.
They both fouled.
No. Indiana, one thing that I've noticed is they adapted to their play.
Yes.
Say, okay, you know what? If y'all going to play physical, we're going to do the same
thing. And they let them. Yes, they did. Yes, they did.
You can't pick and choose certain moments.
Yes, they did.
So the whole game,
Indiana shot 33.
You're going to call the game even, and then you're going to start calling these, you're not going to no call these BS stuff while he's over there throwing. He's literally extending, bro. He's extending like this.
Because I know.
And you can see his shoulder.
Right.
Doing that. Come on, man.
But we both agree that the NBA needs to work.
Now, if it's a chicken wing,
but it was a chicken wing.
It wasn't. Bro, it's like
it was not like
wing.
The layup when D-Smith went to flop like he got.
No, it was named hard. It was named hard.
No, the layup on the left side of the lane.
Bro, he pushed him.
Yeah, no, he bumped him and a little.
If you look at SGA, if you look at SGA's play,
ready for the physicality.
If you look at SGA's play. Every time he throws that, he has to lean
because he's not the biggest guy.
He extends a lot, bro. It's an extension.
He does extend. He does extend.
You like that basketball? It doesn't. It's not like you like it.
We already said that we don't like that.
Man.
We already said we don't like.
I don't even know why I'm doing this with you.
And just for you, because I know you want to make excuses.
Excuse.
That's what you're doing right now. That's what you're doing. Indy shot 33 free throws.
Right.
OKC 38. Only a 5 free throw difference.
Yep.
Only a 5 free throw difference.
So by saying the free throws,
and OKC was way more aggressive.
When is it critical? It matters when they're called, right?
It does.
Okay, then.
It does.
Okay,
it does.
So that's the thing.
How about this?
So it matters.
How about doesn't it matter when you make them?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What about Matherin?
Yeah.
Where you at, Matherin?
Yeah, man.
27
Look,
in
man.
game 3.
How you go 27 to game 3 and then game 4? You missed 3 free throws.
3 free throws.
Oh,
3 free throws.
You actually would have given him a chance.
And then
he would have given him a chance at that time.
And then Obi Toppin. Early in the game when he want to foul Caruso and then he want to get in Hartenstein's face.
That wasn't a flagrant.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean we know it was
that wasn't a flagrant. I don't care. If you missed a call last game, you missed a call. You can't do a makeup. I don't care.
I mean,
I don't care.
Scott Foster, man.
I don't care what.
They tried to control the game.
Yeah. You know what happened to his best friend? They fired his best friend.
Let's not lose the fact
they fired his best friend for rigging games, bro.
But let's not lose the fact that Toppin. Same thing. 0 for 2 and should miss 2 free throws in the fourth quarter.
But I think Matherin's were a lot bigger.
Correct. No, but even Toppins when they were cutting the lead. 0 for 2.
Yeah, but I think for like Matherin's at the time, man, I think it was just like.
I mean, they hurt.
He even looked at the rim. He goes,
They hurt.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Come on, it's
for
like
sure.
You're an NBA player getting paid millions.
For sure. And again, let's remind everybody. Indy was up plus 27 up to that, and they gave it a 7-point lead in the fourth quarter. Gave it up, man. But it's because they couldn't score, man. It's just, and that's what I want to see what Carlos gonna do, because we all saw it. Halliburton wasn't his best game. Too many turnovers, too loose with the ball. They started pressuring him.
He got ripped by Caruso bad.
They started pressuring him high as soon as he crossed his half court. And he just couldn't. He didn't know what to do. Picking up the ball early.
That's the thing that pissed me off watching him. But why you picking up after picking up the ball?
And then lazy passes.
Yeah, man.
But this got them in the.
They look jittery.
They look jittery. They flipped the script.
Right.
But that's because the defense got tight on them.
Man, I don't.
And Carlisle has to do better because Siakam.
I think it's a lot of hands, man. It's a lot of hands going on. They're not calling them.
Siakam's their best one-on-one player, and he only got one shot in the full court. Only got one shot.
Again, Carlos gonna look at the film, him and his team. Then they're gonna make the right adjustments. It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough winning Game 5 over there in OKC.
In OKC,
that's gonna be tough, man.
Hey, and let's not forget, man.
But if they can steal that one, that's gonna be the one for them to win. They're gonna have to steal that one.
Not gonna happen.
I know that, but I'm just saying.
We'll get into
for them to win, they have to win that game.
We'll get into Game 5 in a second.
So you can keep blazing and shit.
Nah, ain't nobody blazing
that team.
You gonna just see?
That's gonna be your new team now?
No,
not the Mavericks no more.
No. I'm Mavericks for life.
Yeah, it don't seem like it.
Man, that's the reason, because fire Nico. Thank you, Nico. Because of you, I knew OKC was going to win the championship, and they about to do it.
I mean, that trade happened like 4 or 5.
That's what you want, right? You want defense? Yeah, that's what you want. There you go.
I mean, defense is winning the championship this year.
They are the number 1 defense for sure.
Okay,
for sure.
So
absolutely.
I mean, so you can't say fire Nico if that's what he's shooting for.
No, we don't. The difference is they got way more. They got 7-8 players who can play defense.
Okay, y'all, you think y'all don't?
We're just big. We're big.
But y'all gonna be able to. Your players play defense.
Kyrie never gonna play defense like that. Man.
He gonna have help.
Yeah, but that's the point.
He gonna just like Luka. But they helped him.
But that's the point.
They helped him.
Them boys can have 5 players.
Right.
All at one time on the court.
Bro,
and all can
hold
defend.
on. Let's be clear on something. I just want to say something about OKC. Bro, you know they foul, right?
Yeah.
They foul it. Okay.
They're getting away with that.
They're getting away with a lot of the whole.
But you understand that they're letting both teams. That's why Indy.
No, hold on.
Indy got away with that in Game 3.
I think
Indy got away with a lot of physicality in Game 3.
If you ever look at Dort, bro, he's always.
That's the same thing Indy did to SGA.
When the screen comes, 2 hands like this.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Hey, what game you watch?
Bro, I'm watching the whole playoffs.
Hold on, let me check if I got some. Hold on, let me check if I got some glasses, man.
Yeah, right. In the whole, you clearly are not late to the party. He's been doing it the whole playoffs.
No, bro, they're not putting 2 hands on him like that.
In the whole playoffs, Dort's been doing that.
No, Dort has, yes.
But that's what you need to understand.
They all do though.
In the
Caruso,
and they've let him get away with this, so you got to adjust. So if you've seen it happen in the whole playoffs,
is that not a foul?
So if you see it, but if they're not calling it, and you're not going to adjust.
Let me ask you a question.
What?
Let me ask you a question.
Tell me.
So if it's not the Mavericks, so they play defense. They got a lot more physical. Yeah. But they're not putting 2 hands on them like that.
But if
they're not doing that.
But if the refs are letting you do it,
and
hold on, refs are letting you do it.
In game three, they got in foul trouble right away. Smith, Nembhard, all of them. Yeah. And some of them were handsy.
They were.
They're not letting them get to that.
They were. But nobody argued about the refs in Game 3.
What do you mean?
There wasn't a paper about the refs in Game 3.
But I'm telling you because I'm watching how they get in foul trouble right away.
Right. But it didn't impact the game because they were able to be physical.
Yeah. But not the way that I'm explaining to you that OKC. The reason why they're all good, right? I'm not gonna take away from them. It's not about just hands.
Letting them get away with the 2 hands.
Way too much.
But it's off the ball.
It don't matter. But that's how you're trying to get your man wide open.
What you need to understand is happening both ways.
Let me ask you a question.
It's happening both ways.
What are you gonna do?
It's happening both ways.
No, it's not.
Yes,
not 2 hands.
See, you gotta fix your eyes.
Nah.
Look,
you tripping.
Matter of fact, next episode we're gonna bring the film out. We're gonna bring the film out.
I hope so.
We're gonna film.
I hope so.
Right?
So let me ask you.
Because you're not watching.
Let me ask you a question.
Tell me.
What are you gonna do if you're coming off a screen to get the ball off the ball? You're coming off the screen, and you got Dort doing this.
You got to be physical.
What are you gonna do?
You got to be physical.
Like what?
The problem is somebody like Dort is really strong, but you got to be physical.
What are you gonna do?
Would you know what to do? You stop. You fake one way. You hit him in his chest.
No. They're calling offense.
They're not calling offense. No, they're not. There's not a ton of offensive fouls, Angel. What are we talking about?
You said the screen. We even talked on the phone one time.
No. We're talking about off the ball.
Yeah, off the ball screens.
It's
happened several times.
We're talking about off the ball. When Dort is pushing you, they're letting them fight through that. They're letting both teams fight through that.
Dude, Halliburton's flying, bro. With 2 hands.
Well, he got to get in the weight room. He got to get in the weight room.
Hell no, that's crazy.
That's different.
That's crazy.
Remember,
that's the same thing I'm saying that SGA does this, and he gets away with it.
In Game 2,
come on, man.
In Game 2,
that's basketball to you?
In Game 2,
that's fouling.
No, that's basketball. That's basketball. That's
two hands.
Basketball. Yeah, off the ball, Angel.
It don't matter if it's off the ball.
Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't.
You see?
No, it doesn't.
Everybody who watches this, they're gonna remember that you were such a crybaby when you played.
No, listen.
Off the ball.
Listen.
If they're not calling it, you have to adjust.
Let me tell you something.
Tell me something.
Because they definitely had to guard me like that.
Yeah.
They definitely. Yeah. I know I didn't play somewhere big or nothing like that. Yeah. But when I played in these competitive ass leagues over here in Dallas.
So what did you do?
Right?
Other than cry, because
no.
Yeah. Everybody can tell now. You will cry, baby.
Nah.
For sure.
I don't care what they say, because they couldn't stop me either way.
Yeah.
I cry or not. So they couldn't stop me.
But that's the point.
They couldn't stop me. I don't care who it was.
That's the point.
But that's what I'm trying to explain to you. You can't do that. So when I,
but if they're already,
I'm telling you,
it's been happening the whole playoffs.
Nah.
Yes, it has.
Yes, Dort.
Yes, it has.
But that's what I'm saying. So why are you not calling it?
Because they're not calling it.
You got to call it, bro.
So no, you don't.
The same thing.
Adjust.
The same thing.
You adjust.
The same thing as
it's been happening.
SGA.
It's been 4 rounds in the playoffs.
You can't let them boys do that.
You talking about something they did the whole playoffs?
You can't let that boy. I'm sorry. If the dude is trying to come off the screen and Halliburton goes down, as you're supposed to as a player, goes down a little bit to try to open up the screen
and
for the guy.
And
Dort pushes.
Yeah.
You can't do that, dog.
Yeah. They're letting them get away with it.
I understand
Halliburton not getting in the weight room.
So how?
In the weight room.
Okay.
That's what it is. Okay. In the weight room.
Okay.
Get your butt.
So what about Siakam?
Get your weight up. Get your weight up.
What about Siakam when they grab him too?
No, but Siakam, that's the point I'm trying to say. He's the one person who can.
Well, they doing it to him. Like, that's crazy to me.
He's the one person who they can't do it to, but they didn't get him the ball.
They do to him too.
Yes, but they don't.
do to him.
But he's not being impacted. Siakam is. If Indy had an MVP right now, who you giving it to? Right now, if they had an MVP, man, you know it's Siakam. You know it's Siakam.
Man, he's kind of been a no-show in the fourth. No matter if he didn't get the ball or not.
Get the ball.
It's the same thing as you say that he got to be aggressive.
But,
right?
I mean, we both agree that Indy don't have an MVP.
My thing is I think they're letting OKC be way too physical. I'm cool with the physicality.
No, see.
Way too physical.
You're confusing two things. You're confusing be physical on defense and SGA flame.
No. Not SGA. We're not talking about SGA right now.
Them together.
We're not talking about SGA right now.
Because if you separate them,
we're not talking about SGA right now.
OKC is physical.
Right.
But they're letting both teams get away with that. That's what Indy did game 3, man. Watch the game, man.
I watched the game.
Yeah, watch the game.
But they're not putting two hands on people like that.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are.
No, they not.
Right.
We're going to watch game 5.
We're going to watch game 5.
And watch it with me.
Yeah, we're going to watch it
with me.
We're going to watch it live.
Yeah, watch it with me.
Might find those on Twitch, man.
Please.
So I can show you. I don't know what this boy be talking about.
I watch.
I don't know what this boy be talking about.
Trust me, I had to fight through stuff like that.
Yeah.
They had to guard me like that.
So it's crazy that you can't tell? You can't tell?
Bro, you talking about you slow behind the back move? You ain't doing nothing like that.
I was never crying.
Because you weren't that guy. You were the sixth man.
It don't matter.
You were the seventh man.
It don't matter.
Come on, man.
It don't matter.
They weren't guarding you like that.
It don't matter.
You one of them. You Lou Dort. They're leaving you wide open.
That's all right.
Yeah. And guess what? You missing though.
No, yeah,
you
right.
missing.
Yeah, all right.
You missing.
Yeah, all right.
That's the difference.
Anyway,
they couldn't guard me like that.
To talk about the physicality,
right?
To talk about all that. Shout out to Caruso, man. Caruso was the X factor game 4. 20 points, big points. He made up for game 3 because he, like I mentioned earlier, he struggled a little bit game 3. Game 4 became the party. Big points.
If anybody has stepped up big for OKC, is that dude right there? Because they're in the season, he wasn't doing what he's doing right now.
Trade of the year, man.
That's crazy.
Trade of the year. He was ready for the playoffs, man.
That's
I mean,
crazy.
remember, shout out to that boy because he got a ring with y'all.
Right.
Got a ring with the Lakers.
And I was upset when we traded him. I was like, well, I guess.
And I'm not gonna lie.
I thought we were getting better.
I got to put respect on his name because when he was with the LA, I just thought it was a bunch of hype because white boy was athletic in LA.
Right.
But now I saw him in Chicago, see him in OKC. Oh yeah, I mean,
but he looks way better with OKC, right?
Yeah, way better because he got those athletes around him, and now he gets to be more aggressive, shoot the lane.
Right.
He's still athletic. He can still jump.
Yeah,
hey, you got to give that boy a lot of credit.
And I'm not gonna lie, because I know when he was with the Lakers and the Bulls, he can shoot the three pretty good.
Yeah.
But he's shooting it real good over here.
Real
like,
good.
what's going on? Like, bro, you gonna miss one?
Man, I don't know.
I'm thinking he gonna miss.
I remember in the fourth quarter, there was one time he was on the left block, left side, the left elbow. He had to do a move. They almost did like a little shift screen, and he faded away.
Yeah, he got it. He did a fake. On these spins. Come on, these spins. You fell for that?
Hey, that was nice.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. I was like, he gonna miss.
Yeah.
Hell nah.
Water.
God.
Oh yeah.
Y'all like, man, come on.
Oh yeah.
Whatever.
Hey,
look, I'm still rooting for Indiana. I want them to win.
But it's over. You know it's over. It's over, man. It's over, man.
I'm going for Indiana.
Yeah.
I think it's over though.
I think it's over.
If the rest gonna be like this, man, it's over, man.
I mean,
it's
look,
over.
Scott,
no, my bad. Let me take that back.
Scott Foster.
I'm gonna take that back. If they're gonna let SGA get away with that, it's over, man. You can't stop that.
That's true.
You can't stop that.
That's true.
You can't stop that.
But
forget the refs. You gonna let SGA get away with that? It's over.
SGA alone is not gonna win it. Shout out to Jalen. Shout out to Jalen again. But everybody 27 games.
But Jalen's been consistent, and then Caruso's pretty much been consistent, but one game.
Other than game 1, Chet did his thing in all the other games. Chet's done his thing.
But he's been
he's not been great, but he's
been what he's been doing. 15 a game, right?
That's all you need.
But see, as long as they have that one X factor outside of Jalen, SGA, and maybe Caruso, you have somebody right. They're gonna be all right. And I just think Indiana needs Turner, bro.
Yeah,
they need him to turn up a little bit. They need Turner,
and they need Neesmith to come on, man, because
at least a couple threes.
He not making enough.
He was hot against New York.
He's not making enough shots to get cooked.
Yeah,
he's getting cooked. That's the problem, man. The problem right now,
he getting cooked. He's getting pushed off, man.
The problem right now is that
You would tell me I would push you off.
Correct.
On a little chicken.
Correct, but it's part of the game. That's what the point I'm trying to say.
During that time, you weren't telling me during that time.
That's why you did it. No, as the defender, I wasn't happy with it.
Right.
But that's part of the game.
Right.
I never expected it to change. It's part of the game.
Yeah, back up on me.
And the point is that Neesmith is getting cooked by Jalen. That boy the green light.
But see, I can understand why he getting cooked by Jalen. Jalen got a bag.
Yeah, you got a little bag.
That
little
like you don't know if he's gonna shoot it on you or he gonna take it to the rim.
That little scoop left or right where he doesn't touch it.
That's crazy.
He doesn't touch it. He just
that's crazy.
That's nice.
Smooth.
Smooth. He worked on his game.
Right.
Because last year we made him a non-factor when we beat them.
Right.
We made him a non-factor.
They just weren't ready last year. They weren't ready. They weren't ready.
I mean,
they weren't ready.
And just to his credit, it's also different though. It's also different. This is why Nico pissed me off. But it's also different because it is also different when you got two ballers on the other side.
Right.
And when you got
bucket getters.
When you got to guard bucket getters.
Right.
Like Kyrie and Luka.
Right.
Every play.
Right.
And Indy
you got to guard.
And Indy don't got them.
Yeah.
Indy got great talent.
Right.
They got a great team together.
Right.
But they don't got those same kind of bucket getters.
Right.
They don't got the kind of people who Jalen right now on defense. He's just playing.
He's chilling.
He's just playing.
Yeah, he's chilling.
He right there. He right there. Yeah, he's not.
Right.
He's not too stressed.
Right.
He ain't got to be. Kyrie had him on skates a little bit last year.
Right.
And so, to his credit, he's taking advantage of it.
Yep.
Taking advantage of it.
Yep. He got energy because the focus on SGA.
Correct.
I keep telling you, I told you this, man. Why are they focusing? I mean, I'm glad they're playing him like the way they are.
Right.
But you need to calm Jalen down.
Jalen is the one, correct.
Yeah, calm him down.
SGA can't beat you alone. Can't beat you alone.
Exactly. Give him
and we both said
know this. When he gets 40, close to 438, he's taking L's.
Right. He don't always
these games he won, what, 24?
No, that's the one he lost.
26?
That's the one he lost.
Well, how many did he get in this last game? 30?
30. He got 35.
He actually got to 35.
35.
Well, I don't count like 6 points, man. All this in there.
35. But the point is, to your point, if it was us, we would have been trying to eliminate Jalen.
You got to eliminate him.
Try to get Jalen rattled and just deal with SGA. Just deal with SGA. Try to get Jalen rattled. But again, once again, shout out to Chet because when that whole time, when they was doing all that, when they was trying to pay attention to SGA, Chet, they were losing Chet. Getting those offensive rebounds.
You know what? There's a play OKC runs, bro. Caruso does a backdoor cut and get like a free layup. Oh my! It's so annoying watching that. I'm like, bro, it's the same. I'm calling it. I'm watching the same play. The same play. Come on.
That is why you got to shout out Hartenstein for being there, because he opened up a lot of that backdoor.
Right.
Because Chet can't do that. Chet can't do that backdoor.
Yeah, no.
Hartenstein can.
Throw that thing. He need to get in the weight room too.
Hey, man.
I mean, I even know his moves. Every time he penetrates, he's gonna do a spin move.
He's gonna be Slim Ripper number 2, man. Slim Ripper.
Nah, that's him. He's not like him. Trust me.
No, of course not.
They thought. A whole bunch of people thought like, bro, he's not even that fast.
Defensively, he's better than KD, but he's never gonna be KD offensively. Right?
I'll take the KD right now.
Yo, and we're gonna get into that.
Yeah, I'll take the KD right now. Sign me up right here.
We gotta talk about the board, but I mean, let's give up
Game 5.
Game 5 in OKC. After that fourth quarter, I don't know how Indy recovers, man. I don't know how Indy recovers.
And I'm with you because after seeing that game, the way it ended, and I don't even think it's about Indy recovering. I just think it's the whole thing how the refs and the SGA. Hey, man, it's about to be a blowout. It's going to be a blowout, man. It's going to be a blowout. OKC is going to win. They're going to finish it in Indiana, bro. 6? Yeah, man. Get over with, man.
Shout out to my prediction in 6.
Get over with. Yeah, man.
I mean, look,
it's because I'm looking at it, and I want Indiana to win.
Right.
But when I'm seeing all this, and they're gonna let, bro, you can't beat that.
Well, let's just hope
you can't beat that. Because he can chill the whole 3 quarter like he's been doing, and in the fourth quarter score that many points. Hell no.
See, well, there you go. Look, you already sound defeated. So let's just hope that Indy.
It's not that.
I know
it's not about defeated. I'm watching the game.
I know they got more heart, man. More heart than that.
No, they got heart. But they still gonna lose the next 2 games.
Carlisle gonna rally the troops.
Look, I hope so. Because if the only reason why, if they have a chance to even make it to a game 7 or even win 2 games straight right now, it's because of him.
Yeah.
He'll beat Carlisle, bro.
Well, I mean, Hallie has to have a game. His best game was game 3. But nah, he has to.
Where the shots
he has to have a game, man. He needs a game.
His floater game nice. Like
other than that big last minute
I
shot.
need Turner.
Game one,
I need Turner.
Other than that big last minute shot in game 1 that Hallie made,
Right.
he has to make an imprint. He ain't made an imprint yet, man.
I just think I need Turner, bro.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people have showed up already enough to help Toppin.
But you don't
Mathurin.
But Turner, I mean, yes, you need better production.
Over 6 and threes.
But he hasn't been hitting them.
Give me 2 or 3.
He hasn't been hitting them though.
On defense, don't look lost, dog. Yeah. Don't look and be like, yeah, it was you. That's your rotation.
But he is having to help a lot. That's the problem.
Don't
man.
help.
But that goes back. That goes back to the adjustments.
And again,
they're giving SGA a lot of eyes,
bro.
So they got to figure that.
Bro,
they got to make the decision.
Bro, you don't think Nembhard can guard him 1-on-1?
I would leave it alone.
I think exactly.
You just said it.
Exactly.
But that's not what they're doing,
bro.
That's not what they're doing.
Look, Carlisle. I'm not, we're not a coach. Respect. You know what I'm saying? But to me, bro, you gotta let Jalen calm Jalen down.
Right.
Stop leaving players open like Dort.
Right.
Get wide open threes.
Right.
So, hey man, just play 1-on-1.
1-on-1.
SGA ain't gonna take all the shots, bro.
Like Shaq likes to say, man, without the others, right? Without the
right.
Because that is why I would agree with you. It's gonna be a blowout. Because the others in Indiana, they ain't do much. Oh, they about to. Them threes about to.
Yeah, it's about to be. If they come out gunning, it's over. It's over. They ain't coming back.
I think blowout game 5.
Yeah, I think blowout.
But saying that, I don't. A lot of people think it's 7, like you said.
I heard 7 after the 2-2.
I could.
Well, 2. Yeah, 2-1.
2-1.
After 2-1, a lot of people said 7.
I want 6 because I called for 6.
Nah, man. Why we want to see 7 and then it's gonna be a blowout?
Yeah, that's true.
At OKC, it's gonna be a blowout, man.
That's true. I agree.
It's gonna be big. Hey, man, you won champions. Hey, we made it for the ratings. Come on, man. Hell nah, man.
I mean, we'll see, man. I mean, like you said, Indy got fight, man. Indy got fight.
No, they ain't got no
shout out
choice.
to Indy again because a lot of people, a lot of bets out there that lost money because people thought it was gonna be a fast series.
Right. Yeah.
They thought OKC was gonna just handle business, right? And so,
but I mean, it's just like we were saying. It's basketball. The both teams are playing basketball.
Basketball, moving
not
the ball,
just dominating
athletic,
one player.
Yeah,
like
ball,
your boy Luka.
The ball bouncing.
Like your boy Luka. Talk about Luka. Yeah. You see how slim that boy did?
That boy ready, man.
Oh yeah,
that boy ready, man.
I guess they had to trade him and make him cry for him to get his stuff together.
No, I mean, there's no doubt that LeBron. There's no doubt that LeBron's probably made an impact.
No,
there's no doubt that LeBron.
I don't think so.
Yeah,
at the end of the day, they told him like, bro, you gotta admit you right, man.
I definitely think so because he mentioned it, man. In one of his interviews, he mentioned that how excited he is to play with LeBron. He was always one of his best players, and just to see what the work he does.
So it wasn't the emotional impact of him getting traded.
Both.
Oh, okay. I agree.
Of course, both. Yeah, he's sliding. He's ready to get back Nico that big.
I mean, Luka, look, I wish you would have stayed in Dallas and did that, bro. But you were just too big. You were bigger than the whole organization, bro. And you're not bigger than the Lakers organization for sure. Yeah, but so that's why he had to get his stuff together. And before we move on, I want to say one thing. LeBron, you don't have a bag, brother.
Oh, we know
you don't have a bag.
We know you don't have a bag.
When he made that remark that I seen, talking about how people say I don't got a bag and I have 50,000 points or whatever, 50 million points. Yeah. Bro,
you don't have a bag.
You don't have a bag.
You can score
the ball because you just big and you just go along, but you don't have a bag.
Correct.
Stop it.
You got enough to get where you need to go.
I don't think he knows what a bag means.
Yeah, correct.
I don't think he knows what a bag means.
Correct. So that's moving and counter move.
Yeah, you got to be able to. You showed a highlight of him trying to cross over. He lost the ball. Boy, get out of here. Yeah, KD got a bag.
He ain't got a bag. KD got somewhat of a bag.
He got a bag.
He got somewhat of a bag.
Kyrie got the ultimate bag, though.
Kyrie got the ultimate bag.
He got the ultimate bag.
Kyrie got the ultimate bag.
But I'm glad I brought up Luka because he got his little heart broken and he got in shape and I like it. He looks
we'll see.
He looks nice.
I have no doubt that
hopefully he goes back to Duncan.
I have no doubt that Luka's gonna come with a
I'm excited. I'm excited.
Of course you are. Of course you are.
I'm excited.
Of course you are.
I don't like him, but I'm excited.
Of course you are, man.
I'm excited with my team.
Of course you are.
Let's go, baby.
Of course you are.
Good job, brother.
Nico, hell.
Good job, bro. Hey,
Fire Nico,
look,
man.
you made the
Get
best.
his ass out of here,
you
man.
made the best choice, man.
Yeah, all
you
right.
made the best choice.
Hell nah.
You
Hell
get
nah.
Cooper Flag.
Nah.
And you got AD.
Man.
Big old team.
If we had Luka and Kyrie didn't get hurt, we would have been the best matchup against OKC. But let's not talk about the shoulda, coulda, woulda.
You still with that?
Yeah, that's enough, man. Forget all that, man. Let's talk about what can be. Let's not talk about what was lost. Let's talk about what can be.
Oh, you the one keep bringing up Nico.
Hey, you brought him up.
You brought up Nico the first time.
Correct.
Yeah,
correct.
Get out of here.
You brought him up again.
Yeah, I'm gonna dress like Nico next time.
KD out here on the block. He out here in the trading block. Okay.
I told you where I think he going.
Yeah. Where do you think he going?
Oh shit. It should be the Heat.
Yeah, but they talking about Minnesota.
Yo, that'd be nasty. And
that would be nasty.
Ant-Man's favorite player?
That would be nasty.
Who they giving up though?
They got to give up Julius. Got to give up Julius.
And Reed.
I mean, if they could do Julius and Gobert, I don't think they can.
Let me see.
But Julius and Gobert, get Rudy out of there. They don't now need Rudy, man.
That means it's KD and somebody else.
No, because KD's money. Remember, KD.
No, remember they lowered the ticket down. They lowered what their asking price for KD.
Yes, but that's what I'm trying to say. So no, because KD is the money. You got to match the money. KD already makes $55 million.
Yeah,
he already makes $55 million. So
but that's okay. So you're saying Gobert and
because you got to be able to make the money. You got to be able to make the money, right?
But between those two, I don't know if Phoenix will take that. I'm just. But between those two,
I don't think that's enough. You might have to throw something else in.
Nah, I think ain't that more than what KD between those two?
I don't think
Gobert got a bag.
Yeah, but he's not making.
Oh, okay.
He's not making that much, man.
Okay,
55.
But I tell you what, if that happens,
yeah, that's scary. And KD, and KD, yeah.
Because then and not gonna get the whole.
Then you got
the eyes on him.
If you can keep DiVincenzo too. Like,
they're going to keep him.
Yeah, keep those role players.
Yeah. And keep Reed.
Keep Reed. They are going to need. Now, they do got to step up their guard play. Conley, shout out to Conley.
No, they got McDaniels.
No, but they need a guard. They need a point guard.
Oh, point guard. No, they got the
Alexander. Alexander Walker.
They got Alexander Walker, and then they got that rookie guard. He little.
Yes.
But he cold, man.
Yes, correct.
They got to give him a chance.
Yeah. Conley already on the way out.
Yeah.
So that's what they need.
I think Conley will come back though. If that happens, he'll come back
off the bench. Maybe they need.
Oh yeah, they need.
It's time for him to get on the bench.
Right.
For sure.
Right.
For sure. But yes, that'll be scary.
It came up.
KD makes more sense in Miami because I would think KD want to go on the East Coast, New York, Miami. But Miami don't got enough, man. Who would you want if you're Phoenix? Miami don't got nobody you want, man. Because Miami can't. They need KD with Bam and Hero. You can't lose both of them. What you gonna do? Take Wiggins?
Wiggins and who? I think I don't think they're gonna let go Wiggins. I think they'll let go of Bam.
Nah, you can't let go Bam.
I think they'll let go of Bam.
If you got KD, you can't let go Bam. You need Bam because
I'm with you.
That's the big man you need for KD.
But what would you rather have? You rather have Bam or KD?
I'd rather Bam because KD 37. KD 37, man. 37.
I thought he's 35.
No, he's 37.
37?
37. He's at the end of the road.
37?
Yes.
Damn, KD. He got old fast.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. That's what I'm trying to tell you, that the only way it makes sense is if you keep Hero and Bam, and I don't think
But that's not going to happen.
They don't have enough.
I would want them to see him with the Heat because I think he gives them a chance.
Correct.
But possibly to win. But if he wants to win now,
New York. For
sure, New York.
Yeah.
Give Brunson a break, man.
Yeah, give Brunson a break.
Damn, that boy was dying out there.
And I don't know if Phoenix would want him, but get Towns out of there. And the argument is because Towns is young, he's still in his 20s. Still in his 20s.
Bro.
Late 20s.
Well, you got two Kentucky boys. You have Booker and Towns.
That's the argument. The argument is Towns is late 20s for a 37-year-old player. You have a.
But that's what I'm saying. The asking price for KD ain't going to be that high, bro. Watch.
It is. They want at least one. It has to be at least one. And you got to remember the money. The money is what matters here. Okay? So that's why you center it around Towns.
Houston. I only see Houston be able to do that then. Because they'll let go Jabari Smith and Green.
And they got to throw in some money, but yes.
But that'd be enough right there.
I'll let that go.
You let that go?
I'll let that go.
And then everybody KD around?
As long as you kept Thompson, you got Shandur. Oh, yeah. That's Shador. What's Shador?
Van Fleet. You said Shador.
No, I said Shandur.
I forgot his name. The young guard. The young big boy.
Man,
yeah.
Big man, man.
Yeah. Van Fleet.
But yeah, they could do something. They're just not gonna win now. It's gonna be too tough still. The West too tough.
But does KD want to win now? Does he care about winning now?
I think that's the only reason he wants to win.
Bro, I mean, the way he be talking to these folks, bro, he don't care. He don't care about validating people, man.
I agree.
He don't care about validating people anymore.
I think him at this age, he does want to win. So I think New York, if you could get him.
Y'all got the 4-bit odds to get.
Yeah, we're not gonna do that.
But y'all not in the mix no more.
We're not in the mix. We better not be in the mix, Nico. Don't make me go, oh, boy. We whooping Nico.
So let me ask you. So hold on. Let me ask you. Just hypothetical here.
Yeah.
KD, they get Cooper Flag. You wouldn't take that right now?
Hell no.
No, okay.
Hell no.
You right, because for the future.
Future.
I'm just saying you want to win right now.
Yeah,
KD, Kyrie, and AD.
He wants to win right now.
No,
I
man.
want the future.
Nico,
I want the future.
But Nico said in the next 2-3 years.
That's what I just said. Nico wants to win right now.
Yeah.
That's where his delusion came from. That boy over there, man. Hey, man. I know. You remember he took the beer from Luka?
Yeah.
Hey, Nico, I hope you're drinking some beer right
Finley
now.
did. Finley did.
Yeah.
Finley did.
No, Finley did it for Nico. Yeah, for
Oh, you know that for sure. You're in that room.
You saw Nico's face right there.
Man,
Yeah. So I hope Nico go pick up some beers, man, because you got to clear up that conscience up, brother. Because whatever you thinking.
Well, he sleeps at night like this, all cozy.
Yeah, I'm sure he does.
You know,
I'm sure he
$1
does.
home. You
I'm
know,
sure-
just
I'm
chilling,
sure-
laughing at y'all like, oh, they know more than me, huh?
I'm sure he does, man. I'm sure he does.
Come on, man.
But like I said, to finish it up, I think KD to New York, if you can do it around Cat, send it around Cat, keep the rest of the people.
What do you mean center around Cat?
Center the trade around Cat.
Oh, like get rid of Cat.
Get rid of Cat.
Oh, I thought you
KD,
were saying center
get rid of
with
Cat.
him there.
Because I know Cat is young, but I just don't think you could trust Cat, man. I don't think Cat is
Yeah.
too up and down, man.
Yeah,
the boy
man.
don't
He's
know how
not
big he is,
consistent.
man. The boy don't know
Don't
how
you
big he
worry
is.
about shooting
And
threes.
just like Gil's Arena said, man. Just like Gil said, hey, man, some of him might be physically, he just can't do nothing about it, man.
Yeah.
Gil said he's built like something, man. Hey, man, I ain't gonna disrespect the Cat, man, but at the end of the day, it's hard to say you can. It's hard to say you can count on Cat, man. I would, if it was me, I'm getting rid of him. I'm getting rid of him.
So KD Knicks.
KD Knicks.
That'd be the best. Okay, and Giannis?
Yeah. I mean, Giannis Knicks too. Giannis Miami too. I don't know, man. I don't think they're trading Giannis. 'Cause Giannis is
Bro, he leaving, bro.
Giannis.
He leaving.
The rumors have slowed down. The rumors have slowed down.
But my thing is, what does Milwaukee have to offer him? You have to sit there. You Giannis, I need something.
He's like Luka. He's a very loyal person, man.
Yeah.
He don't want to leave, man. He don't want to leave, man. He don't want to leave. And so I don't think
He's not gonna win.
He got one already. He got
That's
one.
not
already.
enough.
Yeah, no, come on, man. For his career, one in Milwaukee.
That's not enough.
That's more than.
That's not enough.
That's more than if he goes anywhere
That's
else.
not
man.
enough. You heard Jeff T say, man, that Giannis didn't even want to do celebrate nothing.
Yeah.
Talking about let's go to Vegas, let's go do bro. Jeff T left Milwaukee and went to his home in Indiana. Drove right after.
He's a family man.
Come on, man.
He's a family man.
I wouldn't even want to win in Milwaukee.
Yeah.
I ain't go hell no.
Giannis is a family
They're
man.
not gonna win, dude.
That's what you got to shout out to that boy.
They're
'cause
not gonna win.
You got to respect that he's a family.
I respect it, but they're not gonna win.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it's about winning.
Man. Yeah, but he not going nowhere. He not going nowhere, man.
Bro, you got Boston. You're not gonna compete with Boston. KD go to Knicks. You're not definitely competing with them
For sure.
Okay,
But that
he's
is-
gonna be in the mix
But to
somehow.
the point, they want to get rid of KD before the draft. That's what it
Indy's
sounds.
still gonna be there.
That's what it sounds like, right? They want to get rid of KD before the draft. So
It's about to happen here in a couple days.
correct. So that's when we'll know. Let that first shoe drop.
Okay.
And then I'm sure the Giannis will pick up momentum if it's there, if it's out there. We'll see.
Yeah,
Look at the end of the day. Look at the end of the day, nothing much to talk about, man. OKC championship, baby. OKC in 6. Let's go. Same thing. Same thing I told you, man. Midnight when Nico made that trade. I told you. I knew it. We would have been the best matchup. So Nico was blinded, man.
How would y'all have
We
been-
would have been the best matchup, man.
Bro, Kyrie got hurt.
If Kyrie didn't get hurt.
Okay, but Kyrie got hurt. Kyrie was gonna get hurt
At the end of
regardless.
the- At the end of the day, it's all shoulda, coulda, woulda.
Right.
Who cares? All I know is OKC about to prove my point, man. Prove my point.
That's not
that Nico.
That's not proving your point.
What they need to do is they need to go on and send Nico a little MVP trophy for sure. If they.
A championship trophy.
Oh, yeah, little trophy.
Yeah?
Look.
Oh, okay.
Appreciate that, Nico. Appreciate that,
Nah,
Nico.
bro. They
Yeah.
knew this year they couldn't compete with them boys.
Yeah, right.
They
man.
knew.
Nico.
They knew.
Nico.
He
blinded.
knew that. He
Nico
knew
was
that.
blinded, man.
Now, did Nico think it was gonna go different this year? Right? He didn't expect how it ended.
Clearly he didn't.
Right?
Clearly he
But hey, man, it's okay.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah. Hey,
it's
man.
gonna rain, it's gonna thunder, but
man. Hey.
the only way is up after this.
All I'm gonna tell you is, man.
Bro, ain't no one care about you blazing. Okay, see, man.
All I'm gonna tell
Damn.
you, if you gotta try to defend Nico, then that means it's time to go.
No,
It's
I'm not
time to go.
defending
It's
Nico.
time to go,
Nico,
man.
he made a bold move.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
made a bold
He
move.
made a bold move.
He made a bold move.
Idiotic move.
Hold on. A move that nobody would ever do.
Correct.
So hold on. Did he not set himself apart? Do people not set themselves apart?
Correct.
So,
But you understand that
he
some-
even said it.
But you understand
Give
that
him time to then criticize me.
But you understand that sometimes when people try to set themselves apart, they fall on their face, and he gonna fall on his face.
Okay, well, we'll see. That's
And-
yet to be
and we'll-
proven.
and we'll see.
That's yet to be
We'll
proven.
see. But
But
I know-
right now,
I know it.
At the moment that Kyrie got hurt, it ain't look good.
It ain't look good.
look good.
It ain't
But
But give me.
I ride with Nico because I think he made the right choice.
Give me Cooper flag and we go. Yeah,
he gonna get you Cooper flag.
It's easy for you to say that.
No, but you know I don't care about Luka.
Yeah,
It wasn't about Luka.
It's easy to say that.
It was about basketball.
It's easy to say that because you got Luka with the Lakers. All right. Anyways, anything else? I'm already tired of dominating you tonight, man. Anything else you got to say?
Whoa. First, dominating. Hold on. That's a strong word. Talking about dominating. That's strong. Yeah. That's strong. Because OKC is actually looking good.
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. Chest
yeah. You weren't like that. You weren't like that. Yeah.
We in there.
What was that? Push-ups?
No, that's that. You know.
The LeBron.
Yeah, LeBron.
You like him too?
That's that, bro.
No, man.
That's what they said last night. Because everybody was thinking Indy had it.
Yeah.
4 quarters.
Nah, I knew Indy didn't have it. I knew it didn't have it. Look, I'm riding with Indy because that's who I picked.
Yeah.
But it's over.
It's over.
OKC.
It's over.
OKC, and they're young, and it sucks because it should have been KD, James Harden, and Russell, man.
Yeah, they should have
been there.
They should have got one.
They should have been there, but then they faced LeBron.
And they faced Dirk first, and they faced LeBron, and they didn't get a chance to mature. They didn't get a chance to mature.
Yeah, I mean, they all got paid.
That's how it goes, man. That's how it goes.
Damn, man.
All right, man.
See, who cares about that?
Hey, man, we might have to go drive up for the parade, man.
See, there you go, blazing. See, hey, man, look out.
We out.
You heard that, right?
We out, man.
Hell no.
We out, man.
You drive your ass over there.